What if Deku made Shimmer? Part 2. Last where we left off, Deku had survived an attack from the heroes and all that. He lost the doctor that he worked under, and the security guard that had helped him and protected him, Frank. He had taken a very heavy scar to the face from Endeavor, but he's still alive, and we see he's underground in an underground laboratory, basically in the sewers, working on Shimmer and other things. As we see him going through papers. Alright. Time to test Shimmer out. It's basically in its completion phase. Unfortunately, there's no getting rid of the side effect. It doesn't matter. It may be highly addictive, but it'll do its purpose very well. After all, this thing will go around on the black market for a high price. But first, I need to find a way to introduce Shimmer. As he gets up and weakly walks to another area of his laboratory and looks at some papers. That's right, I'm going to need someone to help me. As he's scrolling through a list of papers with names, we got Steven. We got Jeffrey. We got... yes, this guy will do. Fred. Beep, beep, beep. As he puts in and dials a number. As he talks in a more like older voice, because when he was burned, his voice got a little bit damaged. As we hear someone pick up on the other side. Yeah? Are you the mercenary known as Fred? Fred the Destroyer. Oh, first off, how did you get this number? And second off, what's the pay? I simply went digging for you in the underworld. I'm pretty impressed you managed to find my number. But what's the pay? I need your assistance with something. Did you know a man named Frank? Frank? Yeah, I knew him. Fortunately, he's gone. That's impossible. He was a good ally a while back. A good mercenary group, too. The heroes killed him. The heroes did what? Yes, they murdered him in cold blood. You have my attention. I found a note in my box when I survived. It said to dial this number, but I wanted to do research on you first, so I gathered up data. And I need your assistance. I can only trust you because it's recommended by a person I trusted. Don't make me misplace my trust. Oh, I'm so scared. Anyway, what's your name? Can't go by my real name. Just called me the creator of Shimmer. Alright, creator of Shimmer. What do you want? I would like you to hire you as my personal security. And deliver certain packages. Why can't you just hire some thugs to do that? You think thugs are going to securely transport these precious vials safely and make sure it doesn't get into the hands of the heroes? Alright, you got a good point, but what's the pay? As Deku opens his bank account, I'll send the first payment to you now. As he looks at his phone, $5,000. Not bad. Alright, tell me your location and I will be there within an hour. You're in Japan, right? That's where I'm currently located, yeah? Well, it's here. Alright, I'll be there in an hour. As he hangs up. As he goes to a cage, as it had been months after the attack, that killed the scientist Frank and all of his other co-workers. As he kneels down, what, you want another vial of Shimmer? As we see a hero in a cage who's crawled up, it's like, as he goes out trying to grab the Shimmer vial, nah, I need you to do something for me. You do that, you get the Shimmer. You don't, well, you won't see Shimmer for another month. As he says, fine, what do you need? As Deku smiles, the effects of Shimmer have already corrupted your mind. What I need you to do, kill this person. As he pulls a photo up, and I can supply you with all the Shimmer you want. As the hero's like, you got a deal. As he shakes his hand. Now, just to let you know, this is a prototype of new Shimmer, so it'll be more lethal than the last. Enjoy and only use it, as he pulls it back, when you're on the job. That means when you eliminate the person. Fine, as he grabs it. Shimmer. As he wants to inject it, as Deku grabs his hand. I said when you do your job. As he then pokes a syringe in the guy's neck, injecting of more Shimmer. As the guy reverts back to his normal self, and not with all the purple veins and all that around him. I feel powerful. Yes. The side effect of Shimmers is, well, you know. You've experienced it for a while. Remember, get the job done, and I can give you much more. You'll easily go up in the hero rankings. Possibly even to surpass top 10 heroes. I've already said you got a deal. Good. Now go along. As the man leaves, as Deku walks back to his, lab. That was perfect. May I ask who was that hero walking out? As he turns around. You must be Fred. Yes. Now were you willing to fill me in on who that person was? Just someone doing a task I gave him. Let me guess, does that have something to do with the introduction of Shimmer? Maybe. As we see, he has some vials around his belt. I see you have your vials of Shimmer and other types of stuff around. Yes. So what does this stuff do to people? Truth be told, the first side effect was really only addiction. This is when we only tested it on rats. But, tested on humans, the side effects are more lethal. I'm guessing you never tested it out on humans before? That's right. The man I sent was the first test subject. I'm curious how you managed to bring him here. It was simple. I offered him a quirk-enhancing item, and that was Shimmer. He enjoyed it, but came back as soon as the effects started to appear, demanding for more. So I obliged. And then I locked him up for him demanding too much. And why is that? 'Cause I happened to do one thing by modifying Shimmer, just a small tad bit. And what did you modify it with? As Fred's just shaking a vial of the Shimmer stuff. I, basically programmed to where it will not harm the creator of Shimmer. Interesting. And how did you manage to do that? Simple. If they kill me, they get no more Shimmer. And without no more Shimmer, the body will die after a certain period of time. If he's the first test subject, how do you know the body will die? 1. he wasn't really the first, he was more of the second. The first was a thug I captured. I got him off guard, hit him in the back of the head with a bat. Then I'd see how long he would last without another dose. Truth be told, max is about a month. Without another dose of Shimmer, the remaining effects will decay his body away. But when injected with another dose, his body will go back to normal. As you've seen with the hero I sent. Yes, your test seems to be very interesting. But again, why do you need me to deliver Shimmer for you? 1. I can't trust any thug group, and I'm not about to go work with the Yakuza. Why not them? They can surely pay you good. Yeah, at the risk of me being dead by their crazy psychopath of a leader overhaul. He kills his own men. I'd prefer to work into where, well, my life's not at risk, you see. And I can't trust that guy. He'd probably modify it in a way that would really get on my nerves. I do have a question for you, though. You know what happened to all the other scientists in Japan, don't you? They were either killed or taken hostage by the Hero Safety Commission. I see. Is that why you sent that person or hero to go kill someone for the Hero Safety Commission? Yes. And the best thing is, his next assignment is to guard the person that I want him to kill. Oh. And what's the hero's quirk anyway? Truth be told, if I remember correctly, he had a firing quirk that could only shoot out of his hands. With the effects of Shimmer, that fire turns purple and will engulf his entire body, making him 10 times stronger. And with the effects of that other vial I gave him, that's pretty much the result. Now I want to watch this. Do I get involved in any of this, of course? I'd love to throw my hand into the ring and even deal with this guy. Actually, this is another thing I wanted to talk to you about. And what's that? I want you to kill the hero after he kills and his job is done. Alright. You've piqued my interest. As Fred smiles. Yes. But why you want him dead if he's a test subject that could be used for more of your experiments? 1, he's not going to be able to defeat every hero, and when he goes down, I want him eliminated. And you're the best person for the job. And while you're out, sell a few Shimmer for me, shall you? There's a box over there of them. If you can, sell them. The thugs and all that. Alright, I'll see what I can do. But you have more experiments down here than you're willing to tell me, aren't you? Maybe. Your mind's been messed up. It's been messed up since the heroes tried to burn me alive. Fair point. As long as I'm getting paid, I couldn't care less. Although, I guess I can take no pay for killing the hero, since it's an interesting job. But I will take the pay for selling Shimmer. Fine by me. Also, I get half cut of every sell. 50-50. For every vial of Shimmer I sell. Deal. Well, it's good to be a part of this. Anyway, who else do you have helping you out? You have to have some people. No, this entire underground laboratory is run by me. Yourself? Yes. I don't let anyone touch my things. I can't trust them. Yes. And anyway, why are you willing to trust me? 1, you're like me. You also don't have a quirk, but you made your name for yourself as a lethal mercenary. That is true. And I'm quite a few years older than you, kid. As he looks over. Oh, that's right. You're what? 16 now? Yes, that's 16 to 17, actually. Alright. I'll sell these vials as Shimmer. But tell me, do you have something planned for the upcoming entrance exam? As much as I would like to have something planned for a student to inject themselves with Shimmer, unfortunately, I do not want to expose my project to the heroes just yet. Also, there is no counter antidote other than the antidote I have for Shimmer. So you admit you do have an antidote for this stuff? Of course. I only keep it locked up, though, and I'm the only person that knows how to make it. How do you know the heroes, Nezu, or people from Island won't be able to replicate it? As Deku looks back, because they would have to manage to be an IQ of probably 1,000. Interesting. That and the only rare material that you could find for the antidote is in my possession. Ah, so there's something you need to create the antidote. Yes, and I happen to have it in my possession. Very well. I better get the job done. The assassination will probably be in 2 hours. Yes. Now go. I must continue my work. Note. Should I hire a few thugs to work for you? There's an underground area in the sewers known as an Undercity. It's basically a villain hideout only area. It's kind of like a place a person bought, and the heroes can't do nothing because they're not allowed down here. Of course, some cops and a few heroes can get down there. They just can't do anything unless it's a big villain or something. So petty criminals go down there to hide all the time. I will go there and recruit some people myself for my jobs. I just need you for my certain jobs. Very well. As he picks up the box of Shimmer. See you later, and also, watch the news. That guy will be dead within the hour. As he walks away with the box. I hope I hired the right guy for the job. Now, as he shuts the computer he was working on, time to go to that Undercity. I need a few grunts to help me with the project. As he gets up and starts walking, as we go to the hero who's just, well, heading towards the meeting of the presentation of the Hero Safety Commission officer, who's doing a speech and all that for others to do in a wide open area. As we see the hero standing right next to him, as there were other heroes there like Eraserhead, Sir Night-Eye, and a few others who are also in the area. But this hero was standing right next to him as a bodyguard. And we'll show those villains that they will rule the day, that they try to do these big crimes and all that. As soon as he starts finishing up his speech, an arm appears right through his chest and lights him on fire. I'm sorry, but you gotta go. As they ignite, as screams are heard throughout the crowd. As heroes run up, what are you doing? Ignite, what are you doing? Just doing what I've been told. As he grabs the vial of Shimmer and injects it into his neck. As he feels the effects. Ah, much better. As he breaks the vial after it was done. As he's engulfed in purple flames. Time for y'all to die. As he starts throwing fire everywhere, hitting several. Eraserhead is trying to use his quirk, but his quirk doesn't work on him. What? Why isn't my quirk working on him? As we see Fred, who's on a rooftop, looking out with goggles. Ah, interesting. The amplification of the quirk is surpassing the Eraserhead's output, which in turn, is preventing his quark from being deactivated because the overflow of energy. Did the Doctor know about this? Or the creator of Shimmer, I should be calling him. He's gonna need a better code name. Gotta tell him after this. As then we see two guys behind him. So he said this stuff works wonders. Yeah, look there. As a guy with a face on his head, looks out. So that's what it does. Yes, it amplifies a quark 10 times. Basically making it a very strong person. And you have a whole box of the stuff? Right here. You give me a good price, and the whole box can be yours. As Kurogiri asks, and what's with the sniper rifle? I was given a task by the creator of the stuff. As he's pointing the sniper at, well, the fire here that's ignite. As he's taking out several lives of civilians, heroes, police, you stand no chance. As then finally, Gang Orca shows up on the scene and punches him, sending him towards the wall, his arm a little bit burned. Ugh. As he gets up, it tries to run over. As then, he throws a huge blast at the heroes. As he tries to make his escape through the middle of the street. Sorry. As Fred shoots, hitting the man through the back of the skull, killing him. As purple and red blood start to spill out of his body while he falls to the ground. Yep. Job's done there. Anyway, what do y'all say? Would you like it? This stuff can enhance anyone's quark. I'll take it. Oh, I probably should tell you about this. But that's going to be an extra fee, of course. As Shigaraki then pulls back the money. What do you mean? You pay double, I tell you the side effect. The side effect? Yes. After all of these best, tools always have a downside and a good side. One reason why the person that created it wanted me to get rid of this guy. He knew too much, and the Doctor knew. So I just happened to take on the job. So you gonna pay me double, or do you not want to know the side effects of the stuff? Fine, as Kurogiri pulls out another box of money. Ah, now we're talking. Alright, when you're injected with Shimmer, it's highly addicted. You'll want another volley every few days. Another injection. That is one thing. Also, the new type of Shimmer the Doctor's developing, you will die if you do not have it within a month's time. Is this the new or the old version? This is the old version, of course. The new version is the one with that side effect. The old one, it's just really addictive. But I do say, what are y'all planning to do with this stuff? That's none of your concern. Very well, y'all are paying me a huge amount of money. It's yours. As he backs away and grabs the 2 cases of money and starts walking off. As Shigaraki and, Kurogiri takes basically a box full of Shimmer with them. Once they run out of Shimmer, they're going to be begging to get some more. As he starts walking away with the 2, boxes of money. I should tell him I made a good profit. Let's see, let's count. As he opens one box. Again, 5,000 each box. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. This one for the Doctor. This one for me. Fair point. Why am I calling the kid a doctor? As someone appears next to him. because he knows how to heal people with Shimmer as well. And who may you be? As we see a guy with purple veins, just someone who's been working with the doctor for the past month. Alright. I will go ahead and take the money to the doctor. How do I know you're not going to keep it for yourself? As he looks into his eyes, as his eyes are purple. Alright. You've been consumed by Shimmer, most likely, so you're probably trusted by the doctor. It's good that we are on speaking terms. Just know, Fred, you betray the creator of Shimmer, and you'll feel the effects. Don't worry, this partnership is probably the best I've been in since my career as a mercenary, and it's surely the most interesting. First day and I was already hired to kill someone. I'm happy. And also, the effects of this stuff really work. Oh yes, the doctor did fail to mention one thing. Oh, and what's that? Shimmer does not affect quirkless people. As Fred is shocked, what do you mean? Shimmer is a physical enhancing quirk drug. It can also be used by quirkless, but the effects and the drawbacks have been removed. Ah, so you're saying regular people, when they have the drug without a quirk, are not affected by the side effects. Precisely. By the looks of you, you're affected by it. I do have a quirk, so this would be a side effect. So let me guess, the doctor and I are immune? Pretty much to its effects. Yes. Oh wow, wouldn't the heroes love to know that? I'm wondering though, what are those little bunch of group I just sold all that Shimmer to gonna do? The League of Villains, right? Oh, you know of them. Of course, the doctors had me scope out every group of villain in the cities. So I know pretty much every gang, villain group around. How did you meet this doctor? I was just hired by him a little while ago. As we get a little flashback by the guy, as Deku seemed to found him in an alley. I can save you if you want. Nothing. It's none of your concern. Very well. Could I at least know your name? The name is Vek. Vek? Veek. Oh, Veek. Weird name. Well, enjoy the rest of your day, Veek. And get that, well, money to the doctor, will ya? I'm heading there now. As we see Deku walking into this city. Time to make some friends. As it was the underground villain city. And that's where we're going to end part 2 of What If Deku Made Shimmer. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Remember to like and subscribe.